It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For Minnesota, they come in off the loss to the Grizzlies, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. Here we are coming up on the All-Star break. Shaq, for guys that are in a groove, could this disrupt their rhythm?
You know, veterans know how to keep things rolling, Ernie. Some younger guys could be affected mentally because you know those young guys, they don't concentrate anyway. They have ADHD, ADD, APD, AUD, DOD, DAD, and all other Ds.
E-I-E-I-O.
No doubt. With a knick-knack, paddywhack. If you're on a hot streak and it's for real, it doesn't matter. It's going to continue. And if you're kind of this team that when things don't go well and then all of a sudden you start to struggle, then it's not real, Ernie. But I think this one's real.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. We're going to see you later.
We're live, the home of the Magic, the Amway Center in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at the Timberwolves, this is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And I think for Minnesota, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
All-Star festivities, Clark, are coming up. Just how badly do some players look forward to having that mid-season break in the schedule?
You know, I've never done a real survey to get the taste, but my general feeling is that it varies. You know, some players circle it on their calendar, whether they are all-star participants in some of the festivities or if it's just an opportunity to hit the reset button and enjoy a few days with family and friends. So I think it's a healthy break for different reasons. For different guys.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Duncan. He's out there with Marion. And it's McAdoo in at the 5 spot.
Yeah, you got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate. And in terms of size, not your typical center, but, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Pass to Chenier. Here's Duncan. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And it's the Magic's ball. Inside, here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
There's not much that Hill does not do well. He does a bunch of good things, including spotting the open man and getting the ball to him right away.
Here's Archibald. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. It's good. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Passes it to Unseld. Back to Wall. Sinks that one from the post. Wall's got his first bucket in this one.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
The pass to Marion. Duncan against Wall. Out to Marion. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Archibald. Sweet little floater.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Magic have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Right side, Wall. Knocks it loose. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got 6.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Pass to Marion. Kicks it to Duncan. Over to Wall. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Gotta like how they've come out here. I mean, connecting on 4 of their first 5 shots. Yes, that's good.
Hill looking around. Shot on the wing. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Unzeld's got his second basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Archibald, covered by Wall. Out to Marion. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Bucket is good. 8 points for him.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4-5.
Now Wall. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And Minnesota has possession following the miss by John Wall.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell to the Wolves.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you've just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
Here's Jordan. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Basket counts.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And this Timberwolves team, so fun to watch.
I agree. All-star talent on the rise, athleticism, and they can light it up too. Yeah, fun group.
On the wing, Marion. He's guarded by Hill. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. A shot by Marion, no good.
You have to be willing to pass in those situations. That was a low percentage shot. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
So it's Minnesota now. After Grant Hill misses. Here's Archibald, covered by Wall. Haywood against Marion. He kicks to Duncan. Excellent D there from Hill. Orlando leading. Pass to Jordan. Lets it fly. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Haywood with the block. Here's Unseld. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Outside Hill. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Sean Marion. And here in Orlando, the Magic are the only pro team in town. You can tell that the fans want a winner badly.
Well, they show up consistently, even through the tough and lean times, and they've come close a few times in the history of this franchise, but have never quite gotten over that hump. They've had some stars and elite teams in the past, but the long-term success just hasn't been sustained.
Free throw drops for Hill.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And, you know, one of the areas where the Orlando Magic struggled was with consistency, but not only on the floor, but across the franchise. A lot of coaching turnover the past decade.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. There's the call. It's a foul on Orlando.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Magic have gone through a lot of coaches, as you said.
Yeah, lack of continuity at that position can really derail any momentum you're attempting to build. And the same can be said about their players. A lot of trades and turnovers with the roster. That's not a recipe for consistent success.
That one is no good. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. But it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Orlando leading by 4. All with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Takes a shot at the elbow. Chenier's shot is off.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Jordan, high post. 12 points for him. Wall looking for an opening. Over Archibald. They get it back. Unseld. And he uses the glass on the layup. Unseld's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Clark, when you played some tremendous talent at the forward position, as you go back in your Rolodex, who was the toughest matchup for you?
Well, I look at some of the names of guys that I played against. Mark Aguirre, Larry Bird, obviously Kevin McHale in Boston. Calvin Nat was terrific with Portland at the time. Marcus Johnson in Milwaukee. Bernard King in New York probably was the toughest guy I had to deal with because he was such an animal and beast as a scorer and was relentless in his movement without the ball. He was probably the hardest guy I had to check.
Boy, some great names there.
Yeah, big-time scores at that forward position.
Here's Paxson. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 6. Poked away. Hayward passes to Free. Back to Hayward from downtown. Sinks the triple. Hayward's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Paxson against Free. Back to Jordan. The 3-ball. And the 3-ball is good. Jordan's got 15 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Passes it to Ryder, puts it up, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And scoring the ball comes easily and naturally to him. He's a versatile player at the offensive end.
Paxson kicks to Jordan. Here's Person. But they'll get another chance. Back to Jordan. Tries again. Martin with the block.
Got to be careful around Martin. Kenyon Martin's athleticism allows him to send shots in reverse with force.
Abdul Rauf, he's checked in for Orlando. Hayward against Person. Swiped away. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Unseld. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And guys, I'm starting to be concerned that the rim ain't going to survive some of these Unseld jams. There's just so much power to his game.
Now here's Hayward. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here are the Magic now. After the basket by Minnesota. Paxson passes to Unseld. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Duncan. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Memphis. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, Tim Duncan does a nice job, especially when one of his guys is open. That floor awareness of his, dime dropping.
1:58 left to play in the first quarter. And the basket by Unseld. Unseld's got 12 in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Hayward. 6 points for him. To the left side wing. Here's Ryder. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And that one's good, Duncan.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
There's the pass to Paxson. Here's Unseld, defended by Hayward. Here's Abdul Rauf. An 11-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. Clock at 4. From deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Here's Martin, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Abdul Rauf. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Paxson. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
Tell you what, Greg, it's getting to the point where you assume every shot is going to go down. I mean, nobody's missing out there.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, how about the willingness to attack the basket and challenge the defense here tonight?
Here's Free. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Hayward out there with Martin. and it's Duncan. Then there's Free, and it's McLaughlin in at the shooting guard position.
And, you know, that's a second foul early in this quarter. I think he's got to be much more cautious in how he defends now.
And Martin now top of the key. Pass to McLaughlin. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McLaughlin's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. Well, Orlando's shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Paxson passes to Unseld. Here's Abdul Rauf. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 3. From deep. Martin with the block. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's Free. Passes to Duncan. Over Unseld. No good from Duncan. Paxson against McLaughlin. The pass to Gugliotta. Over Martin. The shot by Gugliotta, no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. McLaughlin against Paxson. No good from Duncan. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Paxson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paxson's got 5.
And how about the anticipation and imagination there from Unseld? Sees the play developing and delivers the pass on time and on target.
Martin the pass to McLaughlin. Good work there as it goes. McLaughlin's got the lead back up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Paxson. Here's Gugliotta. Nice touch on the shot from close range. And the Magic lead by 1. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Inside, and Duncan throws it down hard.
Boy, an array of jump shots there and post moves as well from Duncan, who's a very efficient scorer.
Pass to Person. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Fader on the way, and it's Orlando with another.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Now the pass to Free. From 12 feet out, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Minnesota on D. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Paxson against Marion. Pass to Person. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Person's got his first bucket of the night. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Archibald. Kicks to McAdoo. And it goes down 2 points. McAdoo's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here is Hill. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates. And they just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
Here's Marion. Grant Hill making his last shot. Here's Archibald. 6 on the shot clock. Marion outside. Off target from three-point range. Magic have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Hill, and it's Hill with the jam.
Yeah, one of the great in-game dunkers we have. Grant Hill, he might not put on a show with his dunks, but it doesn't make him any less impressive.
Now here's Marion. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Archibald. The Magic getting the bucket. McLaughlin the pass to Marion. Shoots over Haywood. A shot by Marion, no good.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Person against Martin. Abdul Rauf kicks to Hill. Over Marion. Again, the Magic score.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
Minnesota calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Jordan comes in for Paxson. And John Wall subbed in for Abdul Rauf. Here's Marion. Got a hand on it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
A nice shot by Jordan.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Chenier, the pass to Archibald. To stop the drought. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, McAdoo so good at crashing the boards. Outstanding as an offensive rebounder working that glass.
Here's Hill. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
So it's the Timberwolves now. 9-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Riders checked in for Kenyon Martin. Here's Ryder. His last outing, he had 8 points. Over to the left wing. Chenier drills it from outside. Chenier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Can't give up these looks. I mean, the defense has to be more aggressive guarding the perimeter.
Jordan kicks to Wall. And Hill has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by McAdoo.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Pass to Hill. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Here's Ryder. score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here is Hill. He's got 11. Hits it from 3-point range.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Ryder. He's covered by Person. Ryder, then the pass to McAdoo. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Now here's Jordan. 17 points in the game. Fires the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's McAdoo. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, excellent work on the boards that night. Always in attack mode, and that allowed him to get plenty of rebounds.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Jordan kicks to Hill. Passes it to Haywood. Right side, Wall. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Clark, give us a little insider's look. Which players do you look at as gamers? You know, guys who are always ready to put out extra effort and go the extra mile.
Man, there's so many guys that fall into that category, Kevin. It's almost unfair to try to pull some names out, but you look at the way they play, guys like Russell Westbrook, Draymond Green, LeBron James. I think Kevin Durant is much that way. He gives great effort and energy to his craft. Steph Curry is a little different, but still provides that and plays with such an exuberance and joy. You know, Marcus Smart is a guy who I think does all the little intangible things that just have a way of making a positive impact on his team. So I don't have enough time to give you the full list, but those are a few of the guys that come to mind.
Yeah, great examples. Haywood against Duncan. And there's the pass to Chenier. Puts up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Chenier's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Wall. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Here's Chenier. He's got 11. Duncan, the pass to Chenier. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Wall. Here's Jordan. Second shot opportunity. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
As if Jordan weren't challenging enough to guard. The little up fake there, putting the defender at his mercy.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And he makes the first.
For some, he is the GOAT, Michael Jordan, greatest of all time, legend, arguably the best player of all time. That's a debate for another time, but the epitome of greatness is for sure.
Freeze checked in for Ryder. And so Jordan nails both of them. 29 seconds left in the first half. Here's Hayward. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. And it's the Magic with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Free against Wall. He kicks to Jordan. Got it off in time, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic out in front. They lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Coach, thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because a game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Jordan is out there with Wall, and it's Hill, and it's Unseld in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Duncan over Hayward, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that's now 17 points for Tim Duncan. Outside, Wall. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Here's Archibald to the inside. Here's Duncan. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Duncan's got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block, exceptional at scoring deep inside.
It's back to Hill. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Now here's Marion. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 5. McAdoo. Great positioning on the putback.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Orlando leading. Outside Wall. It's Jordan on the wing. Knocks it loose. And here is Marion. Kicks it to McAdoo. Timberwolves passing it around. Marion outside. 5 to shoot. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
That one goes in.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Tom Thibodeau is a demanding coach, Clark. We know that. His teams have responded, though, but sometimes teams can wear down from that style. Does that concern you in Minnesota?
Not really, Kevin. I mean, he's shown that he's got a proven track record for having teams be successful. And with ownership behind him, I think the players will follow his lead. Remember, he's got the dual role as coach and president of operations. Not sure if that is always the best way to go about it, but in this case, with the alignment with ownership, I think it'll work.
Here's Wall. Sean Marion making his last shot. Outside Hill. Pass to Jordan. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
Here's McAdoo. He's got 10. Pass to Duncan. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And Wall kicks to Jordan. Plays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Chenier, the pass to Archibald. Now here's Jordan. He's covered closely. He's feeling it. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The Magic making a switch here. Paxson's checked in. And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Here's Paxson. He has 5. Michael Jordan on the wing. The baseline jumper goes down. Jordan's got 27. And so it's Minnesota with it, trailing by 4. Archibald passes to Martin. Duncan at the elbow. And Duncan throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Hill has the open look. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Hill's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, Hill can turn it on so quickly. Once he buries a couple of quick shots, then that basket starts to expand.
Marion against Hill. Down low. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
And, you know, defensively, you know you're in for a long night checking McLaughlin. He is constant motion and a terrific scorer.
First free throw is good. Person's checked in for Orlando. Abdul Rauf comes in for Grant Hill. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. The Timberwolves, #1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
The 19-foot shot, Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
Here's Archibald. Here's Marion. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Marion's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Paxson kicks to Haywood. Chalk up 2 there. Haywood's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on him.
McLaughlin against Paxson. Archibald. No good. That would have tied it. Magic leading by 3. Person the pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Over to the left wing. And the pass to McLaughlin. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. McLaughlin's got 10.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Got a piece of it. Here's Archibald to the middle. And the dunk by Duncan.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
They get it back. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. They get Sean Marion.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Every game Haywood plays, I wish good luck to whoever has the job of keeping him off the boards, because it's literally impossible. He is a driven player on the backboard.
Here's Free. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll be playing the Pelicans in New Orleans. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And you know, for that Knicks game, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
The first free throw is good. So Duncan nails them both. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Abdul Rauf kicks to Jordan. Fades, and the shot goes down. Jordan's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And we know Jordan is a master from the mid-range, whether he's squared up or falling away. You feel like it's going to splash.
Duncan inside. Haywood covering, and Duncan gets it to go in. Orlando leading. Pass to Paxson. Puts up a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Abdul Rauf. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Martin with the block. Here's Ryder, guarded by Paxson. Ryder, then the pass to Hayward. To the paint. Martin kicks to Duncan. Shoots over Haywood. Duncan misses.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. It looked like he forced the shot.
Here's Free. The Magic getting the bucket. Pass to Hayward. For the tie. They grab their own miss. Passes it to Free. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Duncan. Hayward against Jordan. It's deflected. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's World B Free on target from 13 feet. Free's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Magic shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Paxson passes to Abdul Rauf, and he gets the bucket. And the Magic lead by 3.
Great job getting to the right spot on the court. Beautiful passing all the way around.
John Wall's checked in for Abdul Rauf, and a change for the Timberwolves. McAdoo is checked in for Martin. Magic on defense. Free passes to Duncan. Here's Ryder. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. The game now all time. Hayward's got 11 points.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
The pass to Paxson. Jordan against Hayward. Here's Paxson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Paxson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Here's McAdoo. 10 points for him. Hayward on the wing, guarded by Jordan. Shot clock at 2. Here's McAdoo. And that one hits back iron. Magic leading by 3.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
Here's Ryder, guarded by Paxson. The feed to McAdoo.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Happy. Wall, that's good.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Here's Free. He has 6. Pass to Ryder. 3-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
It's all tied in Orlando. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Minnesota, Duncan out there with Hayward. And it's World B. Free, and it's McAdoo in at the center, locking down the middle. Hayward outside. Here's Chenier, guarded by Paxson. Free can't get it to go. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Orlando. Here's Unseld. He dishes it to Wall. Clock at 6. To the right side. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound, Minnesota. Duncan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Free against Wall. Pass to Chenier to take the lead, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
McAdoo inside. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Minnesota.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Orlando with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Paxson, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
Persons checked in for Orlando. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Marion's checked in. McAdoo, the pass to Chenier. Here's Free. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. He kicks to McAdoo. Duncan left side. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Duncan's got 18 points just in the second half.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Person, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
In Person, physical, efficient scorer, especially from deep where you can't give him any room to shoot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Minnesota making a switch here. Good on the second free throw.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Here's Archibald. Unloads from 13. And too long on the shot. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. It's good. Hill's got it all tied up now for Orlando.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Here's Chenier over Person. Chenier's shot is off. Hill left side. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us. Guys?
Marion outside. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Archibald gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Feeds to Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Now here's Duncan. Over Person. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, fatigue really a factor. You can see the heavy legs, and that's why he was wide open on that shot. The defender just couldn't get to him.
Here's Hill following the basket by Tim Duncan.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Here's Archibald. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
Now, Archibald is a clever guy. I mean, has a real sense for how to pick up the foul on the way up.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, and nobody represents the little guy in the NBA better than Nate Tiny Archibald. But forget about the nickname and understand that Tiny plays a big role on any team he's a part of.
And he's good on the second.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Now here's Wall. Passes to Person. Out to the right wing. Here's Paxson. Hands it from downtown. Paxson's got 5 points now this quarter. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Archibald. Kicks to Marion. To the inside. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Now here is Hill. Here's Paxson. The kick out to Wall. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Archibald. To the middle. Here's Chenier. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Tim Duncan.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The Magic making a switch here. Haywood's checked in. Now Wall. Tries it from 19. Another miss by Orlando. Archibald passes to McAdoo. Out to Marion. Down low. That's tipped. Here's Paxson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Chenier. Now the pass to Archibald. To the inside. Here's McAdoo. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, and not rushing anything. I mean, McAdoo doesn't rush anything. Lets everything just come to him within the flow of the game.
And Wall kicks to Haywood. Pass to Paxson. Here's Unseld. He feeds it to Wall. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to Duncan. Goes up the baseline. And again, it's Minnesota.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now here's Wall. He's guarded closely. Marion against Hill. Passes it to Wall. Shot clock at 6. It's back to Hill. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Hill's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Kicks it to Duncan. Shoots over Haywood. That's short off the rim.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
There's the pass to Wall. Jackson with the ball. The kick out to Hill. Trying to get open is Haywood. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
McAdoo, the pass to Archibald. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Duncan. To the middle.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
There's the feed to Haywood. There's the lob to the hoop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Magic.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Now here's Wall. He's guarded closely. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
The Magic making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Timberwolves trail. 1:53 left in the fourth. Chenier, the pass to Marion. The first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Yeah, Marion, a tough player to guard. That quick athletic combo forward with an unorthodox shot.
And Sean Marion drops them both.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Outside, Wall. And Hill has it in the corner. On the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And here's Wall outside. Orlando with a fresh 24. Haywood, no good.
You know, the defense knew how to play at that time. Liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
Hill against Marion. Hill passes to himself. The dish to Wall.
Having a whole lot of trouble dealing with Wall. He's been a problem.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Chenier, guarded by Jordan. Great D that time from Jordan.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Got a piece of it out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Minnesota on D, trailing by 2. 6 on the shot clock. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation, and the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 2. Just 4 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
Takes a 3. No good from three-point territory. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.